أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم يؤتي الحكمة من يشاء ومن يؤت الحكمة فقد أوتي خيرا كثيرا وما يذكر إلا أولو الألباب صدق الله العظيم. This is verse number 269 of Surah Al Baqarah. In previous verse, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said that Satan threatens you people with poverty, and he begs you people to indecency, to commit immoral actions and deeds, whereas Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala promises you forgiveness and bounty and grace. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said that Allah is all sufficient and all knowing. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says now in this present verse that He, meaning Allah, gives hikmah, wisdom, to whom He wills. And whoever wisdom is given, indeed He has given a lot of good. So here the point is that first sentence Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that Allah gives wisdom to whom He wills. So it shows that wisdom is something, a very important thing. That is why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that Allah gives wisdom to whom He wills. It means Allah does not give wisdom to everyone, but Allah gives wisdom to whom He wills. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that whoever is granted wisdom, indeed He has given abundant good, a lot of good. So now first we have to know what is the meaning of wisdom. So the word hikmah, which we translate normally wisdom, the word hikmah appears repeatedly in the Holy Quran. And at every place, its meaning has been explained differently. And it has so many meanings. Like in Tafseer Al Baqarah, he has mentioned nearly 30 meanings of the word hikmah. But then towards the end, he said that all these meanings and positions are close together and there is no contradiction among them. The only difference is that of the interpretations. The word hikmah is the verbal noun of ihkam. Ihkam, which means to complete what is said or what is done with all its properties and requisites. When you complete an action with all its properties and requisites, it means you have wisdom. This is why the verse وَآتَاهُ اللَّهُ الْمُلْكَ وَالْحِكْمَةِ, meaning Allah gave him the kingdom and the wisdom, which concerns Sayyidina Dawood alayhi salam, David. So this verse was explained in the Tafseer Ul Quran and the meaning of prophethood, because the real meaning of hikmah is to place everything where to it belongs. Like for example, if there is a dispute and you settle that dispute, that quarrel, in a way that there is no any best way from that. It means you have wisdom. So the hikmah means to place everything where to it belongs. And this can only be accomplished completely through the prophethood. Therefore, hikmah has been interpreted as prophethood in this verse. But Imam Raghib Asfahani has written in his book Mufradatul Quran. In this book he has explained the words of the Holy Quran. He says that when the word hikmah is used for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then it denotes the comprehensive knowledge and solid creative excellence of all things. It means Allah has knowledge of everything and He has created all these things in a good, best way. That is why He is called Hakim. When we translate Allah is wise, it means He has the knowledge of everything. That is why He gives rule and regulation to the people, and every rules and regulation behind its consideration and wisdom, and Allah knows the best. Another, Allah has created mankind in this shape, cows in another shape, monkeys is another shape. So this is also called wisdom. Allah knows the best that every creature created by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in a specific shape. So the knowledge of everything and the quality of creation in a best way, it is called hikmah. But when this word hikmah is attributed to the non-divine, then it means the rightly guided knowledge of what exists and the action which corresponds to it. When you say that person is hakim, wise, it means he has knowledge of the things and he has follow the knowledge of that thing. This sense like rightly guided knowledge of what exists and the action which corresponds to it. This sense has been interpreted in different words. Somewhere it means the Qur'an, elsewhere the Hadith. Then at different places it carries different meanings, such as the authentic knowledge, the righteous deed, the true word, the wisdom, the understanding of religion, correctness of opinion, and the fear of Allah. The last meaning, fear of Allah, appears in Hadith. Holy Prophet ﷺ said, Ra'sul hikmati khashyatullah. The real wisdom is the fear of Allah. When you fear Allah, it means you are a wise person. The word hikmah in the verse يُعَلِّمُهُ الْكِتَابَ وَالْحِكْمَةَ, meaning the Prophet teaches them the book and the wisdom. Here wisdom has been explained as the sunnah, as hadith. So the word hikmah has different meanings. That is why we translate the word hikmah according to the place. But some commentators hold the opinion that the hikmah in this present verse here, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَمَنْ يُؤْتَ الْحِكْمَةَ, whoever is given the wisdom, indeed he is given a lot of good. Here the word hikmah covers all these meanings, meaning authentic knowledge, understanding of religion, the true word, the wisdom and correctness of opinion, fear of Allah, meaning Allah gives wisdom, meaning Allah gives the knowledge of religion. Allah gives the knowledge of the Qur'an. Allah gives the correct opinion. Allah gives the fear of Allah. Allah gives the authentic knowledge to whom He wills. And whoever is given this type of hikmah, meaning knowledge of Quran, knowledge of religion, understanding of religion, correctness of opinion, the fear of Allah, so yes, indeed he is given a lot of good, because this is a very good thing. That is why this view is the more evident view, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala added the word وَمَن يُؤْتَ الْحِكْمَةَ فَقَدْ أُوتِيَ خَيْرًا كَثِيرًا, and whoever is given wisdom is certainly given a lot of good. So the words of the Holy Quran do hint in that direction, as they mean that the hikmah covers a lot of good. So there is another explanation or the meaning. Abdullah ibn Abbas radiyallahu anhu says that here the word hikmah means the knowledge of the Quran. Knowledge of the Quran means, for instance, the abrogating verses, the abrogated verses, which verse is plain and clear, muhkam, mutashabihat, which verse is the not that much plain and clear, and what is it allows, what it does not allow, and what is the parables of the Holy Quran. So if you know everything regarding the knowledge of the Holy Quran, it means you have given the wisdom. In the last sentence, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَمَا يَذَّكَّرُ إِلَّا أُولُو الْأَلْبَابِ, and none remember, receive the admonition, the advice, except the men of understanding. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala explains everything clearly in the Holy Quran. But who will benefit from the advice of the Holy Quran? Allah says, are those who have sound minds, who have good comprehension, with which they understand the words of the Holy Quran, with which they understand the words of the advice and reminder and their implications. So this is the great favor of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala upon those people to whom Allah has given the understanding of the Quran, understanding of the religion. This is the summary of this present verse. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, يُؤْتِ الْحِكْمَةَ مَنْ يَشَاءُ, He gives wisdom. مَنْ يَشَاءُ, to whom He wills. He gives, meaning Allah gives wisdom. مَنْ يَشَاءُ, to whom He wills. وَمَنْ يُؤْتَ الْحِكْمَةَ, and listen, O people, وَمَنْ يُؤْتَ الْحِكْمَةَ, and whoever is given wisdom is certainly given a lot of good. وَمَا يَذَّكَّرُ إِلَّا أُولُو الْأَلْبَابِ, and only the men of understanding do observe the advice, or none observe the advice except the men of understanding. Again, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, يُؤْتِ الْحِكْمَةَ مَنْ يَشَاءُ, He, meaning Allah, gives, grants, al-hikmah, wisdom, man yasha, to whom He wills. Waman, and whoever, given, granted, al-hikmata, whoever is given wisdom, granted wisdom, فَقَدْ أُوتِيَ خَيْرًا كَثِيرًا, is certainly, is indeed given a lot of good. وَمَا يَذَّكَّرُ إِلَّا أُولُو الْأَلْبَابِ, and none observe the advice, the admonition, except the men of understanding. So this is the meaning of this, the translation of this verse. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, yu'ti, meaning He gives, He meaning Allah gives, grants. Al-hikmata, wisdom. Man, to whom, yasha'u, he wills. Waman, and whoever, yu'ta, is given, is granted. Al-hikmata, wisdom. Faqad utiya, indeed, certainly is given. Utiya is given. Khairan kathira. Khairan means good. Kathira, a lot. Abundant good. A lot of good. Wama yadhakkaru. Wama yadhakkaru, none remember, none observe the advice, illa, except, ulul albab, men of understanding. Ulu, people, men. Albab is the plural form of lub. Lub in Arabic means reason, aql, intelligence, sound mind. Again, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, yu'til hikmata. He, Allah, grants, gives al-hikmata, wisdom. Man, to whom yasha'u, he wills. Waman, and whoever, yu'ta, is given, is granted al-hikmata, wisdom. Faqad utiya, he is indeed given, granted, khairan kathira, a lot of good, abundant good. Khairan, good. Kathira, a lot, abundant. Wama yadhakkaru, Allah says, Wama yadhakkaru, but none remember, none observe the advice, the reminder, illa, except, ulul albab, men of understanding. Ulu, men, people, albab, understanding, reason, people of the reasons, people of understanding. Look, a lot of people, they study the Holy Quran, but the people of understanding, they benefit from the Holy Quran. It is clear that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala makes everything clear in the Holy Quran. A lot of people listen to it. A lot of people recite and read the Holy Quran. But those who follow, who observe the advice of the Quran, they are the men of understanding. So this is the meaning of these words. There is hadith in which the Holy Prophet ﷺ said, La hasada illa fi fithnataini. There is no envy except in two things, in two instances. Rajulun atahu Allahu malan fasallatahu ala halakatihi fil haqq. A person whom Allah has endowed with wealth and he spends it righteously. From this hadith, we learn that if a person has a lawful wealth and he spends it righteously, so then you can envy him, meaning you can ask Allah, Allah, give me also like this wealth, so that I also spend in your way. So earning lawful way, earning lawful money well, it is allowed. Then spending in the way of Allah, it is the very best action. Another thing, وَرَجُلٌ آتَاهُ اللَّهُ حِكْمَةً فَهُوَ يَقْضِي بِهَا وَيُعَلِّمُهَا. A person whom Allah has given hikmah, wisdom, and he judges by it and teaches it to others. A person, Allah has given him wisdom. So now, if we take the meaning of hikmah here, the authentic knowledge, it means a person whom Allah has given authentic knowledge, or a person who has given the understanding of religion, a person who has given the knowledge of the Holy Quran, and then he judges by it and he teaches it to others. So these two persons are the best people. A person who has wealth and he spends it in the way of Allah. A person who has knowledge and he judges through it, by it, and he teaches this knowledge to other people. So in these two cases, if you envy, it is allowed. So this is the meaning and summary of this present verse.